Evening all. Snippet number 14 on how light affects health. And the reason I'm doing it now is because I've just finished an article for Bare Bra Barnemat, looking at how light can affect toddlers' behaviour, toddlers' appetite, toddlers' food choices, and stuff like that, and how we can influence the quality of sleep that a child is able to get via light and temperature, etc., etc. We can train up that circadian rhythm in order to affect various aspects of our children's lives, and that's really important, especially when we are struggling with food choices, especially when we're struggling with activities, moods, etc., etc. Understanding the link that adequate sleep and circadian rhythms plays in that is really important. So I've just finished that article. I think it's like 2,500 words or something, but I love it. And so hopefully that'll go out next week sometime, and I will post a link to it on my site and my page here. But the other thing was how specifically I'm looking at 660 and 850, so red and infrared light, and how they're able to improve muscular function. Now, that's a very broad statement, improve muscular function, and I'm going to look at it as a very personal anecdote here in as far as what I just did. So now I've had a little knot in my calf that's been bothering me for a little while now. I've stretched it out, I've moved it around, and I've done more broad photobiomodulation. But tonight I just thought, no, right, I can feel it all the time. Every time I walk, every time I push off from my toe, I can feel it in my calf. And so I just grabbed one of the torches that I have here, put it on there, 3 minutes, then walked around again, and it's got to be 60-75% better after 1 3-minute thing. 1 3-minute illumination, and it's 75% better. It's sometimes like I've said before, when I used it that time last year when I got a cold sore, when I was run down and stressed out, and I used the light, and the cold sore came up and went within 3 days. Like within 3 days it was gone. And I'm not talking like it had scabbed over. I'm talking the scab had gone in 3 days. So it had come up and gone away, and the scab had gone in 3 days. Now that is amazing. Now the things like this are like really confirm to me how important light is and how amazing these little devices can be. So as I say, I've had this little pain in my calf for 2 weeks or so. It's not one of these painful things that is really aching and hurting. It's just one of those annoying things where you kind of get on with it, much like a lot of people do with back pain and stuff like that, knee pain, elbow pain, wrist pain, etc., etc. They just live with it, and I've always told people that, when you wake up in the morning, you're not meant to wake up feeling tired. You're meant to wake up feeling refreshed. I wake up every morning pretty much, and I get out of bed and I jump out of bed almost. I bounce out of bed. I literally bounce out of bed, and I have energy. I feel awake. I feel alert because of how I've trained my system. And it's the same thing. Like if I have any aches and pains, I use whole body photobiomodulation. But today I thought, right, okay, I'm going to try something a little bit more specific, a little bit more acute. And again, I was amazed by what it could do. So it's the same torch that's on my website. It's the same torch, just used it for 3 minutes. On the skin, 3 minutes, and it was 60-75% better. And wow, So yeah, those are the two things. Snippet number 14: how light can affect health. Kids' health and development. An article coming out on Bare Bra Barnemat's site, hopefully next week. And then muscular health, in terms of if you've got any aches and pains, knots in your muscles that you want to get rid of, that are causing you discomfort or causing you little niggles, then the torch. 3 minutes was 3 minutes for me. It might be different for you. It might be a minute for you. It might be 30 seconds for you. Depends what it is. Can have huge effects. And for me personally, 60 to 75% better after one time. Have a great Friday evening.